What's up, brick builders? Today's build is Superman. This is set number Superman-1. Year it came out was 2013, age group 6 plus, and it's got a piece count of 41. Hello folks, Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Welcome to another build video, and this is, I think this is our first Superman build we've done. So that's kind of cool. And it's a bit like a monthly mini model build in its style. It was actually a make and take in the Lego brand stores for June the 6th. Now, I don't know the significance between June the 6th and Superman or anything like that in 2013. Maybe it was when Man of Steel came out. I don't know. Can't remember. But it's a super cool little build. Super cool. Oh. Pun not intended. And this is actually the first monthly mini model build style set that I built that actually came with a sticker, and that was for the emblem on his chest. Now we don't have that sticker, but you get the idea of what he looks like, and you get some friends that you can get to make the sticker for you, or you can even do your own sticker as well. Nice little build, a little bit of a statue, a bit like the boy statue that was holding the bag. If you haven't seen that video, check that video out. That's right up there. Check that out. That's actually a really, really cool one. And this is a pretty decent build as well, in the same style. We don't have any instructions. We're going to wing it. So this is process of elimination mode. Let's go. Let's build it. Right, I do have a picture. That's pretty much all we're going to go by. First of all, we got this 6x4 plate, light bluish grey. We're going to take a light bluish grey 1x2 tile and just go place that in the top right hand corner there. Okay, then we're going to put a 1x2 in the top there, one stud gap between the two, and you're going to have 2 stud on the other side there. This is where Superman's going to be standing. Now I'm going to build it the way the image shows, and then I'm going to build it where I think that it should go, because it will be a little bit more stable. Anyway, we want some feet, so we're going to start off with the slipper piece. We got 2 of those, and we also want a snot brick, red snot brick, because this pin here, or this stud here, is important. So we're going to pop that, and that's going to face off the back there. So that's his boot, first part of his boot, and we're going to pop that in there like that. See that? So we're going to do another one of those. So slipper, snot brick, like that. Because the snot bricks on the back here, those are going to hold the cape on. And we need to flick to the image quickly. And so we want a 1x1 blue brick, and that's going to be his legs. So those are going to go on top of the boots there. So it's 2 of those. And then we've got 1x3. It's a plate. There we go. 1x3 blue plate, and underneath this we want a 2x2 inverted slope brick. I'm going to put that on that side there like that. Actually, I'm going to put it on the other side. Put it on the left hand side there. It doesn't matter which way, because you're going to try and get 1x2 inverted under there as well, and that's going to be, it's got to be at the front. The plate's got to be at the front. There we go. Process of elimination, folks. Like that. And then that's going to sit on top of the legs. Like so. Now, again, process of elimination. This is going to be his chest piece here. And it's going to 1x3 blue brick. And that's going to go on top of the plate. Like so. Okay, so now we've got the back here. We need some arms, and we also need some more studs to hold the top of the cape on. So we're going to do the arms first, and we're going to take the tan plates, these 1x2 and a 1x3 plate. You put it on any which way you like. I'm going to put the 1x3 across the 1x1 inverted and 2x2 inverted, just to hold those in place a little bit more securely. So that's going to go across there like that. That's going to go across there like that. You're not going to see the tan at the back, but what it is these are his hands, kind of, because he's got his hands on his hips. So we need some inverted bricks now. 1x2 inverted blue brick like that on the back. Like so. And the same again on there, because that's the bottom of his, wow, that's his forearm. If you imagine his hands are on his hips. And now we have this gap here to fill in. Now, how many? We've got 3 red snot bricks. And those are going to go straight across the back end like that, next to each other. And that is going to secure the cape in. This one's only going to hold one part of the brick of the for the cape. So we're going to do the top of his shoulders next. So because he's got his hands on his hips, we need slope brick going the other way. So go 1x3 slope brick on the back end there like that. See that? And another 1x3 brick like that, and you can see that he is now got his hands on his hips. So the next thing we need to do is figure out what how the plates go here. And we've got a 1x2 blue plate that's going to go straight across in the middle there like that, and that gives us 2 1x1 plates. So we got 2 1x1 blue plates. Those are going to go on the left hand and the right hand side of that there. And now we've got the cheese wedges. So we've got the 1x1 mini mountains, and we just go line the front up, and that's going to be the top of his chest, like the hero puffs out their chest. So we got 3 of those 1x1 mini mountains going across the top there. Now we got this gap here. It's not a brick height gap, so we're going to do a 1x1 blue plate. That's going to go in the middle there like that. And the next thing I think is going to be his neck. So we've got 2 of these 1x1 circular plates in tan. Join those together. That kind of gives his neck, and then you go pop that in the middle there like that. See that? That's how it's going to be like that. And you can see just his neck just peeking over there. Now we want his cape. So we're going to start his cape. We're going to use 1x1 red tiles. Those are going to go on top of these pins here, on top of these studs. So this is like his cape's hanging on his shoulders. Not going around his neck, but kind of hanging off his shoulders as they do. And that's pretty much the body and the chest done. So we're going to put the cape on next. And you want these 1x6 curved bricks, 2 studs at one end, and then it just curving on the other end. And you want the curve at the top, so you want the thickest piece at the bottom here. So we're going to do, and it's going to go from the top like that. And then that one in the middle. And then that one on the other side there. It kind of holds it in place. It's not quite meeting at the shoulders there, but that's okay. And now we want the head. Hero needs a head. So he's going to have black hair, so that's going to be our top plate. So we don't need that. We want the tan 2x2 plate and a tan 1x2 brick. And then a black 1x2 brick. That's the back of his hair. So we want to pop that on top there. That's the top of his head. So this is his face. and we're just going to put it at a different angle, kind of funny angle, and there you have Superman. Now we would have had the sticker that goes across here with the Superman emblem, and you can see it's definitely would be a Superman. It's very, very cool, isn't it? It's very cool. I like that. I like this a lot. Now, because all the weight is on the back end, you can see that his cape and that lot is on the back end there. This is how I would have him stand. I would move these in. Now, this tile can stay there, but this one has to move back because of the cape. So it has to go one stud in and go into the middle, like so. Okay. Now you can bring the shoes in. Like that. And then just pop that back on top. And it's a bit more stable. Yeah. It will still topple over a little bit because it's quite heavy. You could bring it in even more, so he's right at the front. But I kind of like it standing better almost in the middle of the plate there. Well, he is standing in the middle of the plate. His cape's hanging over. But you would have thought that the weight on the front here would counter this, but that is quite a big mass. Anyway, folks, what do you think? Middle plate or the end of the plate? I mean, at the front of the plate would be even more better because that would be so much more of a decent, solid stance. I'll bring that forward. I'll take the tile, get the tile, and bring that forward all the way. This is just aesthetics, really. And then move that in there like that. And he probably won't topple over now. Nope, won't even topple over. So that's even more of a more stable place to place him. And it takes up less footprint as well because it's all in line with the base of the plate. So that's actually a much, much better place to put him. But yeah, folks, let me know what you think. And do you think this is a cool little build? I think this is excellent. And you could definitely finish it off with a sticker of your own. And you can see, definitely stands a pretty decent height. He's got about 3 inches. Tall statue, which is really, really cool, bit like the boy with the backpack, and I kind of like that. I kind of like this a lot. I think you did change the color all black and stuff like that, and maybe have a yellow belt or something like that. You could have Batman, couldn't you? You could do the same thing with this. Not quite sure what you would do with the pieces on the cowl for the ears though. The bat ears. But what a super awesome looking build. Love it. Folks, if you enjoyed the video, you want to see some more content like this, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share amongst your friends, family, and anybody else who you think would be interested in this kind of content. Yeah. Also, put your notifications on to all so you don't miss a thing. So you don't miss a thing. I'm Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Peace.